but we don't want to, throw it on other people as well, literally, They was hospitalized due to young living. What? Hey, this is Lance McGowan with Essential Oils Me, and today I'm going to cover a Reddit post, which you can see right here. Boom. Hospitalized thanks to young living and my SIL. Alright. And so the link for this Reddit post and story will be in the description below, so you can check that out. So let's get right into it. They said a few weeks ago, my brother and his wife came into town for a visit. I was anxious because my SIL, S-I-L, which I'm not sure on that term exactly. They're coming out with a lot of different terms for people in network marketing. They got Huns, Hun bots, all this other stuff. So we're just going to say that's a SIL, and you can look it up. I'll probably have the definition down below in the description. They said, had been texting me about how excited she was to be a part of this crazy new oil thing, and I could see the bull. They better watch their mouth. That's all I know. Coming 10 miles away. Wow, that's some good eyesight. She just couldn't wait to introduce me to all the health and wellness oils that would be just great for my... And then there's a lot of question marks after that. Apparently her upline gave her pamphlets about which blends are good for, and she just couldn't wait to change my life. Alarmed, I reminded her that I'm deathly to essential oils and that diffusing them in my apartment would definitely cause a reaction. I asked her to leave them at home for the sake of my health. And I thought that by the end of the conversation, we had reached an understanding. But yeah, no. As it turned out, the exact opposite was true. She showed up with her kit anyway and started insisting that natural fragrance doesn't have the same compounds as synthetic fragrance. Therefore, it was impossible for me to react to her oils. She tried to give me the whole, "you're not really a" spiel, protesting the ignorance of doctors and modern medicine. She has a reputation for being really crunchy and anti. But I figured even she would understand that this... as she's seen firsthand how many bad... how bad my are. From a kind of like sales standpoint, you want to work with people that move towards you. When they don't, you talk to the next person, and some will, some won't, so what? Someone's waiting, alright? And so this person clearly on the front end communicated, hey, I'm good. Whether they're legitimate or not, typically that's due to a food sensitivity, which comes down to the permeability of their intestinal lining, what comes down to what they eat and drink. I mean, that's looking more at the root cause, and what I usually focus on, because is more of the end result, not the actual root cause. And so that's where I would start. But anyways, they clearly communicated what they wanted, and the other person was just like, I'm gonna steamroll through. And so that definitely wasn't a good idea by the distributor. They should definitely get some more sales training, and I will have some resources down in the description below so you can check that out for yourself, so you can kind of learn, what some best practices are. Alright, so let's continue. They said, I reminded her again of all the times I've been intubated thanks to reactions, and asked her to please take the samples and sales pitch outside. Okay, so again, another, verbal warning. I mean, I would have peaced out, Girl Scouted a long time ago. But anyways, they said, then I left them to their own devices and went to take a nap, hoping I would wake up to a better situation and maybe less furious at them both. So, okay, so there's some anger going on, some emotions, maybe some better conflict resolution skills that could be used. How to Solve Your People Problems by Alan Godwin would be great. Link for that book will be in the description below. And not just reading it, but applying it to your life and reapplying it and rereading it, because whenever there's people, there's going to be problems, and taking naps to avoid problems is not a good thing. We can postpone dealing with problems, but we don't want to avoid problems, okay? So there's the thing, especially when they're not being restrained or resolved. Then they go on to say, I woke up choking on lemongrass, oh my goodness, and something that smelled like a weird cloying lavender. I don't know what cloying is. I've never seen that word before. They used it though. Turns out she had fired up the diffuser and she hoped to sell me in the living room while I slept to prove that it was actually help my breathing. My apartment isn't big enough for me to avoid the permeating cloud of oil mist. An ambulance had to be called. Whoa, what? Dang, I never heard that before. The reaction was so bad that I was admitted and spent their whole visit in the hospital getting breathing and cocktails. What? Oh my goodness. Now, there's been lots of talks about the quality of essential oil because the higher quality, the more consistent results, the more positive experience. They had a negative experience, so less consistent quality, or could be the issue, or it could be in their head. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could happen. If we smell something, you're like, oh, it's really bad, or that's the mind, or is the body actually having that reaction? Or, have they been blood tested to see if they are actually, in fact, to lemongrass? That would be the for sure way to know, yes, lemongrass is on my list. And if that's the case, then we got to look again at, because this is the end result. Then before that, it's like food sensitivities or sensitivities to certain things in the air or even pets. And that comes down to the permeability of the intestinal lining and how things are being digested and absorbed and what proteins are getting through, and do you have enzymes to break down the proteins? I mean, there's so many things to look at. Are we getting enough enzymes? What foods and drinks are we eating? What are we exposing ourselves outside, inside? I mean, there's a lot of questions, and that's out of the scope of this, but those are the things we need to focus on to get to the root cause. Alright, then they go on to say, I haven't spoken to either of them since they left. I'm so hurt and angry at both of them for being so selfish, especially my brother, who knows better than to enable her and should have stepped in. This isn't unusual behavior for her, but I'm still so upset. Better watch their mouth. About this, I could spit. What in the world? Alright. They need to read the book How to Solve Your People Problems and do a little anger management as well, and some self-reflection I'm seeing. Cause spitting, I don't know, at the ground or other people, that's just rude, okay? So I understand that people get upset. We gotta feel the feeling, don't repress it, but we don't want to, throw it on other people as well, literally, So yeah, I like to, yoga, Pilates, lift weights, run, massage, journal, talk to somebody who's credible. It could be a therapist or somebody that knows more than you about something, where they can, give you constructive feedback or some suggestions. But yeah, that's like 7 things that don't include spitting. Now, the only thing that would be spit is straight facts, because that's all I do. I spit facts. I spit the truth. Anyways, alright, so then they follow up and say, moral of the story at the Huns, when someone says they're to your essential oils, believe them. And that's all in caps. And there was a number of upvotes and comments that ensued. Again, you can click the link in the description below to view that yourself. And wow, that was a very interesting Reddit post. Again, are they actually to lemongrass? We need to find that out with a blood test. Because if not, it's just in here. The brain is powerful and, making stuff happen, manifesting stuff, right? Or, they call it the placebo effect, which is just a sugar pill, but it can still help you feel good or resolve whatever it is that you were taking that thing for, and it was just a sugar pill, right? So there's lots of things that the mind can do when we get a stimulus or a trigger, for the positive or for the negative. And I'm not discounting the fact that this could have happened, or that she is, has some type of reaction to lemongrass. I'm just saying we need to get the facts, get the blood test done, and then we can go from there. Are they going to do it? No, but that's the kind of facts I need to come to an accurate conclusion. And that's what it should be about at the end of the day, is, coming to an accurate conclusion, because if not, then we're just, making stuff up. And that's not good. Alright, well that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the like button if you did. Share this video with somebody that would benefit from it. And most importantly, check out the links in the description below so you can continue to get your learn on and so you can see this Reddit post in its full entirety and read the comments that are under it to gain more perspective. And hopefully you can provide a reasonable response as well in my comment section below. And I'll see you in the next video.